Good morning, students. This is next topic in aldehydes ketones chapter, that is chemical properties of aldehydes and ketones. In previous video we discussed the preparations of aldehydes as well as ketones. Before that I will discuss one point regarding this one, that is, see, this is simple aldehyde, nothing but formaldehyde. This is aldehyde, this is ketone. Aldehydes, ketones. In aldehydes and ketones, nucleophilic addition reactions takes place. In aldehydes and ketones, nucleophilic addition reactions takes place. Now our point is, among these three compounds, in which compound nucleophilic addition reactions takes place very fast or very easily? That is our point. See, this is carbonyl carbon. Here, in all compounds, carbonyl groups are present. This is carbonyl carbon. We know that this carbonyl carbon gets a partial positive charge because compared to carbon, oxygen having more electronegativity, so electrons readily moves towards oxygen, thereby carbon exhibits partial positive charge. To that carbon's atom, nucleophiles come because nucleophile exhibit negative charge, carbon gets positive charge. Every time negative part attacks the positive part. So what is our point? In these three cases, in which case rate of reaction is more? That means nucleophilic addition reactions are more. In which case? In this case, because here two hydrogens are present around carbonyl group. Here one alkyl group and hydrogen. Here two alkyl groups. Hydrogen size is very less compared to alkyl group. So nucleophile can attack easily here. But here one alkyl group is there. That means it is having some large. It is having large size. It may repulse attacking nucleophile. Here two bulky groups are there. That is nothing but alkyl groups. Here chance is very less compared to here. Here chance is less compared to here. So in which case nucleophilic reaction, addition reactions is taking place very fast in this case. So in formaldehyde nucleophilic addition reactions are very fast compared to aldehydes. In this case, rate of reaction is come very fast compared to ketones. So this is about nucleophilic addition reactions in aldehydes and ketones. Now properties, chemical properties of aldehydes and ketones. Now I will explain chemical properties simultaneously about aldehydes and ketones. See, first property with which one? HCN, that is hydrogen cyanide. That means when aldehydes reacts with HCN, when aldehydes reacts with HCN, what happens? This hydrogen having positive charge, this cyanide having negative charge. Nucleophilic addition, that means this hydrogen goes to oxygen because oxygen exhibits negative charge. To negative part, positive part will go. What is positive part here? Hydrogen. To here, negative part will come. Finally, we get this one, RCHOHCN. This is what? Acetaldehyde hydrogen cyanide. Or aldehyde hydrogen cyanide. Because this is aldehyde, this is hydrogen cyanide, this is addition compound. So name is what? Aldehyde hydrogen cyanide. Example, if you put CH3 instead of R, then this will be acetaldehyde, then we get acetaldehyde cyanohydrin. Hydrogen cyanide or cyanohydrin. Same phenomenon takes place as in above reaction. In case of ketones also same phenomenon takes place. See, ketone, hydrogen comes to oxygen and this cyanide part comes to at carbon. Finally we get ketocyanohydrin. If you put two CH3s instead of two alkyl groups, then it will be acetone, then we get acetone cyanohydrin. So that is about chemical property with HCN. Now chemical property with NaHCO3. NaHCO3, when this compound reacts with, this one is what? Acetaldehyde, reacts with NaHCO3. In case of NaHCO3, what is positive part? SO3H. SO3H is the positive part. Sorry, SO3H is the negative part. Na plus is the positive part. Na plus HSO3 minus. So this Na plus comes to oxygen and this SO3H comes to carbon. Finally we get this compound. Here this compound may undergo proton transfer. That means transfer of proton from here to here. That means this hydrogen comes to here and this sodium comes to here. Finally we get this compound. This is what? Acetaldehyde sodium bisulfate. Acetaldehyde sodium bisulfite. Here that means acetone with NaHCO3. With NaHCO3. Here also same phenomena. This sodium comes to here, this SO3H comes here. After that proton transfer takes place. Again this sodium comes to here and hydrogen comes to here. Finally we get one compound. That name is what? Acetone sodium bisulfite. That is the reaction with NaHCO3. Next one, with Grignard reagent. Grignard reagent means what? Alkyl magnesium halide, nothing but methyl magnesium halide, ethyl magnesium halide, nothing, whatever it may be. When this compound reacts with the Grignard reagent, what happens? This is negative part comes here, carbon, and sorry, here carbon exhibits positive charge. In Grignard reagent, correct. This alkyl group exhibits which charge? Negative charge. This part exhibits positive charge. So this positive part comes to oxygen and this negative part comes to carbon. Finally we get this compound. This is unstable. Immediately it undergoes hydrolysis. Then bond will be broken here. This compound will be formed. This is what? 2-propanol. That means when aldehydes reacts with Grignard reagent, we get which one? Secondary alcohol. This is secondary alcohol. Why? Because OH present on carbon, this is attached with 2 carbons. In case of ketones, we get tertiary alcohols. Same phenomenon takes place. Here CH3 comes here, MgCl comes here, and then we get this compound. This is unstable, so immediately it should undergo hydrolysis. Finally we get this compound. This is what? Tertiary alcohols. This is about reaction with Grignard reagent. Now with alcohol, when acetaldehyde reacts with alcohol, in case of alcohols, R plus OH, sorry, in case of alcohols, RO minus H plus. So this H plus comes to here, RO minus comes to carbon. Finally we get this compound. Again this can react with one more alcohol, RO minus H plus. Then this time this H and OH will be removed as H2O. To this H, R comes. That means this R replaces H. Then finally we get this compound. Here see, this is ether. How can we say that this is ether? This oxygen is present between 2 carbons. Here also this is ether. Here also this oxygen present between these 2 carbons. If two ether groups present on one carbon, that is called acetal. I repeat that point, listen carefully. If 2 ether groups present on this carbon, then that is called what? Acetal. If suppose one ether group and one OH group, present on carbon, see this is ether group present on this carbon, this is OH group present on same carbon, then that is called hemiacetal. Hemiacetal means ether and OH group present on carbon. If 2 ethers present on carbon, that is acetal. Next, here when acetone reacts with ethylene glycol, then this reaction takes place. That means what happened? This H and this H removes along with this oxygen. Then this part, this O part comes to this one. That means this oxygen removes with these 2 hydrogens. This carbon forms bonds with this oxygen and this oxygen like this. Finally we get this compound. This is called what? Ethylene glycol ketone. Next one, with NH3. With NH3, here condensation reactions takes place. Condensation means addition and elimination. That is called condensation. See, when acetaldehyde reacts with NH3 we can write it as, it can be written as H2NH. Both are same. Then H2O will be removed as byproduct. Then we get this compound CH3 CH double bond NH. CH3 CH double bond NH. See, this double bond forms with the NH. Here also same type of phenomena, same type of reactions takes place. When H2 reacts with NH3, here also water removed, this compound will be formed. Next, with NH2OH, that means when acetaldehyde reacts with NH2OH, this water will be removed. Then CH3CH, this double bond directly forms with this one, NOH, like in above reaction. This is called oxime. Its name is acetaldehyde oxime. Oxime means when double bond carbon, this is double bond carbon having NOH, when double bond carbon having NOH, that is called oxime. When double bond carbon having NOH, that is called oxime. Its name is what? Acetaldehyde oxime. Here also same reaction with acetone. When acetone reacts with NH2OH, this water will remove and this double bond forms with the NOH. Finally, we get this compound acetone oxime. Next, with NH2NH2. NH2NH2 means hydrazine. HYDRAZINE, hydrazine. Same phenomenon takes place as in above reaction. That means this H2O will be removed. CH3CH. This double bond forms with which one? Double bond N, single bond NH2. This is what? Acetaldehyde hydrazone. Its name is hydrogen. Product name is hydrazone. Here also same. Acetone hydrazone will be formed. Acetone hydrazone. See, when acetone reacts with this one, this O and H2 will be removed. That means H2O is byproduct. This will be formed. Its name is what? Acetone hydrogen. All these are very simple reactions. All these reactions are called what? Condensation reaction. Condensation means addition and elimination. Next, some more reactions. When acetaldehyde reacts with phenylhydrazine. Hydrogen means what? NH2, NH2. That is hydrogen. Phenyl hydrogen means if one hydrogen is replaced by phenyl group, that will be phenyl hydrogen. Then we get this compound. Here also elimination. That means one O and H2 will be removed. This product will be formed. This product name is what? Compound name here, reactant name is what? Phenylhydrazine. But product name is what? Phenylhydrazone. Here also same type of reaction takes place. When acetone reacts with the NH2, NHC6H5, then we get acetone phenylhydrazone. Acetone phenylhydrazone. Same phenomenon takes place. Next, semicarbazine. Semicarbazine means NH2, NHCONH2. NH2, NHCONH2. That is called semicarbazone. Semicarbazine. Semicarbazine. When acetaldehyde reacts with NH2, NHCONH2, then this O and this H2 will be removed. Then we get CH3CH double bond NHCONH2. Its name is product name is acetaldehyde semicarbazone. Your reactant name is semicarbazine. Product name is semicarbazone. Here also same. Acetone semicarbazone will be formed. Next, which one? With 2,4-DNP. 2,4-DNP means 2,4-dinitrophenylhydrazine. 2,4-dinitrophenylhydrazine. Hydrogen means what? Hydrazine. NH2 means hydrogen. 2,4-DNP means 2,4-dinitro group will be inserted instead of hydrogen. Then that will be 2,4-DNP. Here also same phenomenon. That means H2O will be removed. Finally, we get CH3, CH, double bond, N, single bond, NH, benzene ring, NO2, NO2. So, what is the name of the product? Acetaldehyde 2,4-dinitrophenylhydrazone. Here also, acetone 2,4-dinitrophenylhydrazone. These are all about what? Condensation reactions of aldehydes and ketones.